Mm. So recording has been started.
I think yes.
Yes. So hi, how are you, brother?
Yes, I am fine, absolutely fine. And thank you for inviting me on your channel itself as well as also.
Thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to talking with you, and I want to know about you. Could you please introduce yourself so me and my YouTube family can aware from you?
Definitely. It's my also pleasure that you are inviting me and you are giving me that opportunity to speak something about myself. So definitely I will speak about that. So my name is Raj and I am coming from West Bengal. If I talk about that, what I do, so I am coming from like finance and taxation background. So it's kind of a commerce thing. So I am doing that. And like I have also small YouTube channel called Think Raj. So where I post related videos like English related videos, English related journey, and how can we learn. So these are the short introduction from my side, you can say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Jayesh, and I am from Nagpur, Maharashtra. I have completed my graduation in commerce itself, and nowadays I'm working with one of MNCs. So, and apart from this, I'm also running YouTube channel, and name of the YouTube channel is JMAD English Academy. So I also share my views to how can we learn English and how can we communicate better. So that's all about me. Thank you.
Definitely. And one thing also, I actually, when I got to know that you are also coming from commerce background, right? So you
Hmm.
also did your BCom, I think, and you did your
Yes,
graduation. Right now you are working in a, one of MNC. Am I right?
yes, I'm working in a MNC.
So, just I would like to know few things about this journey of when you started your practical life experience. So, how was it, and what are the things that you have been facing that challenges? Because when we start any practical journey from the theoretical journey, like when we study, that was the different thing, and when we are actually working, that is the different thing. So, what kind of
Yeah.
things you faced? Just share something
Yes,
on
yes.
that.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity because I always looking for someone ask me something so I can speak. Yeah, yeah. My means always I was thinking that someone asked me something. Nobody was asking me anything, so I
Oh
was
my
not
God.
able to speak. Yes, yes, I was not able to speak because nobody asking me, right? So thank you so much for asking me. So I would say that my English journey began with YouTube channel itself because when we complete our education, right? After that, we are not interested to study anything once we complete
Yes.
it. So I was looking for something that make me habitual of doing something, right? So
Hmm.
I was looking for something, and I started my YouTube channel, and I started posting some YouTube whatever I know something about some topic. So I started posting YouTube channel videos on my YouTube channel, and that's how I begin. And still, I am saying that I'm not that much confident. I'm not. I'm yet to improve. Yes, I have to work upon my communication skill, but yes, I can talk, I can walk, and I can laugh English. I can say.
Definitely. And it's a very amazing thing also, like that you mentioned that after completing our studies, we feel that no, we do not need to study or we do not need to work on that. Automatically, we will get all these things, right? Because we have
Mm.
done already like graduation and all these things. I think reality might be something different. Like people expecting something different and we are doing something different. So this can be the difference between all those things. I think English is playing very vital role. So I would like to ask you another question that is like in the MNCs, I listen that in the MNCs English is important. How English is important in the practical life of the field, those who are coming from like commerce background or any other background, especially I'm talking about like commerce background, so how they can face the challenges regarding English speaking in the practical life.
How can means you are asking that how can they speak English?
No, and not how can they speak. I'm saying that like what are the challenges they will face if they do not prepare English, means English importance in the MNC field.
Okay. So first of all, I would say that if they are not able to speak confidently, I would not say I would not say grammatically correct, because nobody will see your grammatical mistake. If you are making any mistake, first of all, I would say that English is not our first language, right? And
Yes.
if you are making mistake, if you are making any kind of mistake while speaking, that is okay. If you are in learning phase, you can make a mistake, but make sure that you are very confident. Don't feel that you are not confident, you are not shy. You should not be shy, you should not be introvert. You should be very I would say motivated in yourself, I would say. And that you said that what is the importance of English? If you do not know English, how to speak English, how to communicate with your whatever if you are going for an interview, if you are not able to speak, you not able would not be able to crack your interview, right? You would not be able to come in MNC or whatever your dream job would be, right? You would not be able to do that. So yes, English is very important. If you know English, you can do whatever you want to do.
Hmm.
Yes, it's very important.
That means, according to you, like all the opportunities will come in our way, right? So we can think in a broader way, like when we have that language that is globally connecting the people across the world. So if we have that language, so we can connect easily and we can see that opportunities, right? So I think these are the very important things that we have to understand. Like apart from our studies that we do, so at least little attention we should give on that particular matter of language learning, sometimes any other field also. I think that's the importance that also you mentioned, and I also agree with you totally.
Yes, that's true actually, because wants to people want to learn English for cracking their interview and getting a good job and getting some good admission in some good college. Yes, they are doing something for sake of something, but that is not the reality. If you want to do something for patience. English is not the thing that you will do for 1 day or 2 day or month you will come across. No, not at all. You have to be very patient, and you have to be very what do I say, you have to attempt again and again, again and again, again and again. So that's how
Yes,
you will learn.
definitely attempting and trying and again, that will make
Yeah,
you
I was not
capable,
getting the word what do I say, I was not getting the word what do I do what do we say, uh,
capable
I'm
enough,
not
I
getting
think.
the exact. No. Okay, let it be. I'll tell you.
Okay, okay. So these are the things also we should remember, that trying itself is playing very vital role. When we try, we can see all these things. Yes, in this way we can come across to a lot of experience when we try. I think trying is the most beautiful thing because we came across to the world to gain experience. I always feel that all this experience that I'm going through, that will be remembered. That will be the thing that will I will recall in the later on my life. So that time I'll be happy also. So these are the things also I also believe in that fact.
Okay, okay. So tell me about your journey. How did you start, and how did you become fluent in speaking? You are speaking very well, and I would say you are doing commendable job. You are whatever you know, you are uploading on your YouTube channel. You are helping people. So that is very commendable job. Are you doing? And you are doing, and I would appreciate.
Thank you for that. First of all, I'm trying because also I'm a learner. So I can say that I love this language nowadays because earlier times I would hate this language. To be honest with you, I would hate this language.
Exactly.
Even if I would say that I would watch any kind of English content, definitely I would skip that. I would run away from that. But suddenly, that due to some importance of that English language also made me that interested that yes, you should be taking some steps on that particular matter so that you can start your journey with that. Because always nowadays when I see that, look back that few I think few months ago or few like a 1 year ago, when I was not improving my English or I was not working, that time my mindset was different. So I think from that time that decision came in my mind and I started working. And I feel that I am enjoying a lot while making environment, because I believe on environment. And many like a previous time also I had a conversation with Ajay. So that time I was actually speaking with him on the matter of like environment, English environment I'm talking about. So these things I'm really enjoying. I think that's how I started my journey with that. English environment, English speaking, English listening, and especially reading itself also. So these are the things I started with.
So what is I would like to ask you one thing. What is the most important according to you? What is most important to learn English? What people can do if anybody wants to learn English in a real way? That what would it be?
Exactly. Now here comes the 2 point. Like we have English subject and we have English language, right? So if I talk about English language, so if our focus is only to speaking, improving speaking part, we have to give focus on all these things. But most important thing is speaking part. While you are talking with me or anyone, so you have to be removing your hesitation, and hesitation will be removed by the way of speaking. So most important thing is speaking. But subject learning, then definitely all these things are required, like a listening, reading, grammar, and all these things. So it depends on people's desire. So if our focus is only speaking part, so all these things is required, but most important is speaking, I think, according to me.
Yes, yes, you are right. Speaking is very important because unless and until you don't speak, you will not be able to speak in front of anybody, right? Speaking is very important. So how can people speak? Means they don't know anything. So how can they speak? So
Okay,
this is
so
the
this is
counter question for you.
definitely. I'm of course, definitely these are the circumstances I really faced. So I can obviously tell on that matter that when we actually start with our journey now, that time we do not have particular sometimes also anyone, and the problem is we make like a lot of mistakes. It's okay that you also mentioned that making mistakes is okay, but I think we learn through listening and we learn through that particular talking, right? When you are talking with someone, though might be that person is actually a confident speaker or average speaker, so you will learning that yes, this word is used like has been or have been. So these are the particular example I'm taking, so these words are used. So on the basis of that, we are okay, we are adopting that new things. Yes, this is might be used in the conversation. So in this way gradually we can start. So initial days we can translate, we can start with that, and gradually everything will be resolved, and I feel that in this way we can do all these things.
Yes, exactly, exactly. This is the only way we can do. This is the only way. This is the only way. Right in this point. So one thing you can do, you should know the tenses, I would say. If you want to speak in English now, so tenses are also very important. If you don't know structure, how will you be able to speak in English? You should know tenses. Tenses are very important because people hate tenses. They don't want to learn tenses. They just want to speak. So I would say if you don't know structure, how will you build a building? Right? If
Hmm.
you want to build a building somewhere, wherever you want, you should have a structure for that, right?
Structure
Should,
also.
you should yes, structure. Structure means tenses. Tenses play very important role to speak English because without tenses you cannot do anything. If you go with the flow, with the tenses, with the structure, then you will definitely learn the language.
Hmm. Definitely,
What
definitely.
do you say?
So yes, few basic things I according to me, basic understanding about all these things is required. Like we can take the example of two ways, right? So we have, like I'm giving you one example, like we have Mr. A and Mr. B. Now Mr. A actually know English subject and know English grammar from his childhood, right? So he has a basic understanding about the grammar. On the other side, Mr. B is coming from another country called as like Africa, so he do not know anything about English. So for him, start with tenses and all these things so that they can understand that how English is spoken and how English is written. So for Mr. A, adopting English language is very easy. So he will be focusing on speaking and little bit of all these things. It will be okay. For Mr. B, it will be difficult. So if he works on that, definitely he will reach on that state sooner or later, I can say.
Yes, exactly. So, okay, so this is done. Okay, so do you want to share anything else from your perspective?
Like on English matter, I think.
Anything. We are here to explore, right? We are here to explore. So we can talk any nonsense,
Yes,
any
yes, yes, yes.
nonsense. Nobody
That's
will
what.
come. Yes, nobody will come to us and say, "Hey, what are you talking about?" Nobody, because we are
Exactly.
here to we are here to overcome our hesitation, right? Yes,
Yes,
and
yes.
we are here to
Exactly.
help others. So yes, this is the way people can
Yes.
overcome their hesitation as well. Right,
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
So
Hmm.
make conversation videos, make videos yourself, talk anything, whatever you want, whatever you feel, you can talk anything. So that's how you will become fluent. And yes, one more thing I want to add, that people want to become fluent. They know they speak English good, in a good manner. People can understand, but they say that I'm not fluent. How will I become? How will I become fluent? So I would say that if you want to become fluent, so you have to speak very fast. You can make short stories according to your whatever you want to. Wherever you go, you can express that particular thing in English.
Exactly.
Fake story
Exactly.
you can make. Yes, you can make fake story. I'm
Hmm.
uploading some stories on my YouTube channel. Fake story. I speak faster. That's how we will become fluent.
Exactly, exactly. Storytelling and topic discussion actually gives you that power to think in your mind. When you think in your mind, that time you will realize that yes, your thinking power is going to get improved, right? So when our thinking power is going to get improved, automatically mind structure is developed and language learning is becoming very easy. So I would like to ask you one thing, that is like a about your college journey. So how was it when you were studying in your college? So you mentioned, so how was it? At that, how did you
My
enjoy your
college.
college?
Thank you so much for asking me this question, because this is very memorable journey of mine. I would say, because I can't express so how I enjoyed, right. So I would say when I entered in the college, when I entered in the college, I was very shy. I was very introvert. I was not able to speak, because that that college was very. I would say that college was very reputed. I would say everyone was speaking in English. Everyone was speaking in English, and I have I completed my education schooling in Hindi medium itself, and when I entered in the college, so I was not able to speak. I was very helpless. So there was one, I would say, one teacher of mine who helped me a lot. Yes, he motivated me, and gradually some friends became there, and I got some friends, two or three friends, and we enjoyed a lot. Yes, we enjoyed a lot, and we went for a party. We went for I would say, Bangalore, for exploring something. Yes, we went for Bangalore, and we did a lot of activities. I was staying away from my family, and that experience was very good experience, I would say, because when you go away from your family, when you are in college and when you are in school, so that experience is very good experience, because you have to be very conscious what is
Yeah,
happening around you, what is
exactly.
happening around you, and what people are speaking, what
Hmm.
what bad is happening around you, what good is happening around you. So you have to be very observed when you take sleep now. So at that time you have to be very conscious, you have to be very aware what is happening around you. So yes, my college journey was very memorable for me, and I would say yes, unforgettable, amazing.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely, it was really wonderful story that you made that the kind of things that when you are away from your family, and that time you have to be very conscious, right? So because you have to be taking all these steps very consciously, like what I am going to do, what would be the consequences on that matter. So these are the
Yes.
things that we always check, right? So what good things is happening, what bad things are happening, is it good for me, is it bad, or something like that, should I make friends with that particular person or not? So many things are coming around us, right? So
Hmm.
because we are coming from a some kind of boundary, and when we are coming from a boundary, that time we are realizing yes, now I have to be conscious. I have to be making friends in a like a normal way, that who is going to be there with me also, I think.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so you want to share something
Obviously, if I talk about that
earlier,
particularly
but
on,
sorry, I forgot.
yes, like a college matter. So I can say like when I entered my college, that time also I had such kind of things that people tell that okay, if you go to college, you will have amazing independence, you will have all this fun and all these things, and you will be enjoying the college life as usually people do. But in my case, the reality was different, because when I entered into the college life, suddenly first semester was going well, everything was going on. We actually, some parents of mine were togetherly took the admission in particular college, and we went there, we enjoyed. But from the second semester itself, I think COVID came. So when the COVID came, that time school, college, everything was postponed, right? So at that time, and after I think in the third year, mid of the third year of my last semester, I can say that time college was open. So like a entire college life was went wasted, right? Because I had to stay in my home for that particular. I never went to the college for that particular mid of the period. I think from second year, last of first year to I think last of second year. I main part of the college I never enjoyed because of that COVID. So online classes were going on, all these things. Then I came back to the last semester, and then everything was not that position. So last semester you have to be focusing on something your part, and some your communication and other project. So in this way my college life went wasted. But if I talk about that schooling life, I think I enjoyed a lot in my class 11 and 12. It was memorable, and I never want to forget that all the memories that I did in my schooling life. So we even like we played last day of my school, we played like a kid, like we were playing all this hide and seek and all these things. And I forget that I was class 12 student. We all friends forget that we were the class 12 student, like both standard student, and we were playing hide and seek in the entire school, because last day of our school was so much memorable. And when I today also, when I go to my school, so just feeling very happy when I look back those days, those like a doors and doors like a rooms, classrooms. I feel very what I can say, very glad, delighted, and I'm really very happy that I got that school also. Yes.
Yes. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your memorable days. Thank you so much. Yes, so the word is I'm getting now consistent. You have to be consistent. Yes,
Yes,
I forgot
consistent.
actually. I was not getting. It happens. It's natural. People come to me and say, Jayesh, I'm not able to speak. When I speak, I'm not able to means the word not came at the right moment. So it happened with everyone. You are not the special one, right? It's happened. Let it be. Let it
Hmm.
be. You cannot. Yes, whatever happened now, you have to be overcome that. You have to practice more.
Hmm.
That's how you will become. That's how you will become uh, uh, best or good communicator.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. Sometimes it can come that way that some words we forget at the time of doing the speech. So it's okay, just manage it with another words and go ahead. Like a similar,
Yes.
like sometimes also I forget, I started adopting some new words and I started talking with you, right? So in this way, we can just manage it. At least I think by the way of practice, we will have that capacity to manage every situation.
Manage.
I
Yes, yes,
that is the
yes,
thing.
yes.
Manage it,
That is.
then later on you will realize, then you will actually come across that word. Practice it, and automatically it will come in your way, I think.
Mhm. Exactly, exactly. And one more question I want to want to ask you, and the question is, people come to me and say, Jayesh, I'm not means I don't know much vocabulary. Is it important? What do you say?
I think vocabs is important. But okay, so now it also depends on people's requirement. Like if you mentioned that sometimes people's requirement is to just to go for interview and cracking interview, that's all for normal interview. So that point of time you don't need. So if you want to just work on your English for shorter period of time, no need too much vocabs. Just only English environment can help you. But when it comes to that all time loving that language, interacting with lot of people, I think vocabularies is playing very vital role. So I think we need vocabularies, so and it will be gradually improved, I think. So it depends on requirement, I can say.
Requirement, how much you require, right?
Yes, yes. If you
Exactly.
love that
So,
language, you will
hmm.
have, you should have that vocabulary, I think.
Okay, okay. So I want to add something in this question. So yes, according to me, vocabulary is important. It's very indispensable function to speak in English in a uh, what do I say, in a respected manner, I would say. Because see, if you are a beginner, if you are a beginner and you are thinking about lots of things, you don't know grammar, you don't know how to construct a sentence, and you don't know vocabulary, so in the beginning it's not important. We we have been talking to each other, it's been 25 minutes, right?
Hello. Yes, yes.
Yes, it's been 25 minutes we have been talking to each other, and we didn't use any vocabulary bhari bharkam word that people couldn't understand, right? Right?
Exactly. Ex-
Yes, yes. So vocabulary is important, but not in the beginning. Just go with the flow. Whatever you have, start using that first, right? Start
exactly.
using that thing first. Then you will learn lots of vocabulary, lots of new words, and you will do amazing in your life.
Exactly, exactly. Everything will come in our way by the way of practice. And that's all we tell on our channel. Like in your channel also you tell that speaking, like let's start speaking. In my channel also I speak that let's start speaking. At least start working on that. Automatically every question of yours will be resolved by the way of
Yeah,
practice, I think.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, do you have any question for me?
Right now, not. But really, I can say it was amazing conversation. I never expected that such kind of question is going to get come in my way, and I was able somehow. I was able to answer. I was able or not
Yes, yes,
to.
you are, brother. Yes, you are. You are.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, that's the thing also. And I'm really feeling very happy and that you invited me and you gave me the opportunity to speak about my memories and all these English journeys, vocabs. So it's I enjoyed a lot, I can say.
Same here with us. So do I. I would say. So do I. It's a new phrase I have learned today itself, and I'm using it. So do I. So do I. Yes. That's how we learn. That's how we learn. So
Exactly.
start practicing. Start speaking. Whatever you have, just speak and learn. There is a lot to learn. There is a lot to learn. If you want to learn now, then you can learn. So
Exactly.
you have to be very patient while learning English. If you don't know, if you are practicing for a month or two or so, for a month or 2 months or 3 months or so, so you have to be very patient, because English takes time. Good thing always take time to happen.
Hmm.
Keep this in mind always.
Exactly, exactly. Definitely.
Yes. So thank you so much for joining me. Raj, your name is Raj, right?
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you so much. Yes, you are doing commendable job, and thank you so much. I'm so glad talking with you, and keep growing and keep enjoying. Have fun.
Thank you for that. Okay, okay.
Thank you.
It's fine.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much. Bye bye.
thank you.